Hi folks, I'm Matt, and it's time for a board game review. Do you play Catan and you wonder, hey, what do the expansions look like? Are they fun to play? Well, I asked the same question. So today we're going to go over Catan Seafarers, the first expansion in the Catan series for the base game. Now, there are several ways to set up the board. This is a C board. One I just set up according to one of the scenarios. They have several different scenarios and several different ways you can set up the board and kind of change the game. Very interestingly, it's very easy to figure out. It takes a little while, but you can figure out how to do these. A lot of these tiles, if you flip them over, they are C tiles. One of the things here in this scenario, you're like, well, Matt, wait, what is that tile? That doesn't look like wheat or brick or wood, or what is that? That is gold. That means if you have a settlement on this hectagon and it rolls, I didn't put the numbers out, but let's say it rolled a 10. Okay, you could get one of any resource you wanted. So that is really cool. And in this scenario, I have 2 gold islands there. Now in this scenario, you also see that we have ships. You can buy a ship for 1 sheep and 1 wood. And you can purchase a ship. See that? They even say that on the counters right there on the board, because it's not going to be, of course, on your little building cost sheet. So it'll be right there, and it's fairly easy to remember that as the game goes on. Now, what do ships do? Well, ships help you reach those areas. So for instance, if I wanted to make it out to that gold island, I'd have to build, if I had a settlement here, I could build a ship here and a ship there and then build a settlement there. You see, ships kind of count as roads. In fact, they do count for the longest road. So if you have 3 roads here and that road connects to a ship, that's 5, because ships will count as roads. Now, you can move a ship once per turn too. If you don't want to go there, you say, well, I'd rather go get sheep, you can actually move it there. You can do that once per turn as an action, but only the lead one. The trail has to snake around. Now, there is one thing about the ships, though. As you can build a ship to the side if you don't have any more roads, it actually helps you out because you can run out of roads in this game with a board this big. Now, if you roll a 7, you get 2 choices here. You can use the robber, which, as you see, there are no desert tokens, especially on this scenario I'm doing. Some of them there are, but in this scenario, you'd roll a 7. You can bring the robber off the board and onto one of the squares to have someone stop producing, or you can move the pirate ship. And the pirate ship will go on one of these hectagons here, and when it happens, you can take 1 card from the player who is touching that hectagon there. So on this hex here, I can steal from orange, 1 resource that they have on their hand. Also, when you have a pirate ship in a hexagon, you cannot build any more. Like I couldn't put a ship here as long as there's a pirate there. I'd have to move the pirate on a roll of 7 somewhere else. So they have the pirate and the robber. You can move either or, and also the knight can move either or to get them off their sea or land. The book comes with several different scenarios of play. They're very easy to figure out how to set up and how to play. They're not that much different from each other, and it basically keeps the base rules of Catan all together. So what do I think about Seafarers of Catan? Okay, when I actually asked about this game at Gen Con, everyone kept telling me, oh yeah, Catan's really good. Well, have you played Seafarers? Is it any good? I don't remember. Not many people have played this expansion. And I don't know why, because when I played it for the first time, I actually enjoy this game. If you play Seafarers of Catan and you play it a lot and you always love it, but you're never sure if the expansions are worth getting, are they going to be good? Are they going to be too difficult? Are they going to gum up the rules? Seafarers of Catan does not do that. It stays true to the game. The time to play it is taking about the same time as a regular game of Catan. Yeah, the board's a little bigger, but there's a little bit more going on. And adding ships and a pirate to it is basically all they did. And those are good additions. That gold island is worth it. You're going to have even more fun. And there's tons of scenarios to play. I could play that one scenario I had set up 4 or 5 times and then switch it up with another one 4 or 5 times and keep switching around. They keep things very versatile in that expansion, and I love that. I love the simplicity of it. It stays true to the original game. So if you love Catan, then yes, I think Seafarers of Catan is for you. Now, I play this with my nephews. They love playing Catan. When I show them Seafarers, one of the little guys just looked at me and said, I want to play this version all the time. It's the best version ever. Of course, you know, whatever the last game is the best game ever for them. But they really did like Seafarers, and it does not complicate the game at all. So, Seafarers of Catan is worth your time. All right, gamers, see you around. Until then, game on!